About storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
The first carry for the Hall of Famer, it's Earl Campbell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Campbell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Touchdown! Marshall Faulk. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the early turnover and... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Fitzpatrick. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Fitzpatrick on first down. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Harold Carmichael from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the man from Tyler, Texas, Longhorn legend Earl Campbell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The first carry for the Hall of Famer. Here's Marshall Faulk. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. They go screen. He finds Campbell. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
throwing again on second down. Rodgers back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. They'll go to Falk on the screen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 25 yards that time.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a give inside for Falk. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now withdraw play, it's Falk. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. Try and run for it here with Falk. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fitzpatrick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Can't get away, and he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers now to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On the give, here's Falk. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. That ball caught. It's the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, this is Falk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They go up the middle with Campbell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run on third down with Falk. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a give here to Pollard. Down inside the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 25 on second down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fitzpatrick now. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Johnson, 58 yards. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The man in motion left here, Johnson. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the 7-time Pro Bowler Marshall Falk. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Falk, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, 2-time Pro Bowler Dante Hall. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Now Sanders. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick will find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rodgers now on first down. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, here's Falk. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The corner blitz worked to perfection there for Deion Sanders. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jeremy Chin, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Fitzpatrick. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That would give inside for Fall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Rodgers. They go screen. He finds Campbell. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick here to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And they will take a knee here. indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score.